Hey everyone, welcome back to this new video. So in this video we'll be looking at how can we implement the animated builder. So let's get started with the video. So here we'll be starting from the scratch. So let's just import the material, and once we have a material, let's just write a main function. From there we'll be returning our my app. Let's just implement the my app here. So it is basically our stateless widget. Let's have it as a stateless, and let's override the build function, which will return a widget and taking context as a build context. And now this build function will return us in material app, which will be having home as, let's say, animation example. Let's create that animation example class as a stateful widget as below. Let's say animation example, which will extend to stateful widget, and here we can override the state, and this will return a state of animation example. Let's write a create state method, which will return us an animation example state. So as we are done here, let's create that animation example state class. Which will extend a state of animation example. And here we can override the build method, which will return us an scaffold, which is nothing but our widget or a screen. Let's have a build context as a context. From here we can return a scaffold, which can have a body, let's say as of now center, and this will take text as a child, let's say hello, and I can just add a semicolon here. Let's reformat code. Let's add a key constructor here. Let's say const animation example and super.key. Let me just add a constant here and here as well. Let's run our application. Let's see what we can have. I can just open the emulator, and here we can see that we have hello on the screen. So before moving to this animation stuff, let's try to understand what is animation controller and animation and single ticker state provider mixing class. So basically, when we are using the animation controller, it will help us to provide the duration. So duration is nothing but for how much duration your animation will last long. Then we can have control over the animation. So with the help of animation controller, you can just control the whole animation which you are going to show. Now let's move to what is animation. So animation is a class in which you can initialize a type of animation. So we can have a different animation, which is tween animation, color tween animation, curve tween animation. So these are the type of animation we can use inside that. So let's talk about a tween animation. So tween animation is nothing but where you can give the double value as a starting point and the ending point. So those double value will start from the beginning and end at a certain point which you have provided. So let's imagine we have 10.0 as a starting point and 20.0 as an ending point, which we have given to this tween. So it will just get started with the 10 and it will end at 20. So in between, according to duration, we'll get the values. Now what about the single ticker state provider mixing? So So this class will help us to listen those values. So let me just go ahead and inherit this class with single trigger provider state mixing right away. Now let's declare our animation controller and animation. So let's have an animation controller and animation. Let's say, and this is the animation. So these are the stuff we are initializing when the screen will be shown to the user. And how that's work. Let's have an init state. So when the screen will be visible to user, at that time we'll be initializing this all the stuff. Let's do first animation controller. Let's do right away. So let's have this. Let's add a duration as it is having the duration as a parameter. Let's add a constant duration for 10 seconds. Let's say second 10. And let's initialize the animation. So as I said, there are a few types of animation we can have. Here we can have tween, we can have color tween, we can have curve tween. So initially let's move with the tween only. Let's add begin, which will start from the 0.0 and it will end at 20.0. Now let's animate this, and this animate will take the animation controller. So let's have animation controller, and now you will see the magic. Like, let me just do animation controller dot forward. So as you can see, I have just used the forward. So you might have aware that I have told you the animation controller will help us to control over the animation. So I can start and stop and do the stuff with this animation with the help of animation controller, and I can just pass the duration as we have passed it here. Now we'll do one stuff. Let's just grab this inside the animated builder. Let me just do that right away. Let's grab it inside the builder. Let's have an animated builder here, and this builder having the animation in which we can provide the animation controller. Now inside this builder it will have the context and a widget. So as we are not using any of the widget, so we can just have as an underscore, and here I can just show you the animation dot value which will get changed along with this. So as we are doing animation controller dot forward, the value will get changed from 0 to 20 in 10 seconds. Let me just do that right away. So here you can see our animation has been started and the value has been changing from 0 to 20, and within a 10 second you can see that the value has reached to 20. Now if I can do as a reverse, and I can pass from value here, so which is the number 20, so it will just go to 0 from this 20. We just do that. Here you can see it just start decreasing the value from 20 up till the 0, and it will get stop there. Now what if I want to repeat the animation? So at that time I can just use the repeat. Let me just remove from here, and the repeat will work like when I start with the 0, go up till 20, again I'll start from the 0, go till 20, again I'll start from 0, go till 20. What if I want to decrease it from the 20 once I reach to the upper bound? So here is the upper bound is 20. Now what if I want to decrease it from the 20 itself? Here you can see that once it's reached at 20, it's just starting from the 0. Now for this I can just use another parameter we can have, which is reverse. Let's make it true. Now as I have to make a reverse true, it will just reverse from the 20. Now it just started from the 0, it just go till 20, and it will just come down from the 20. just decreasing in that way. Now let's try to animate this hello with the help of position. Now let me just wrap this text so we can able to see the animation of this hello. Let's just do one thing. Let's just have a stack here and we'll be changing the position of this text. So let's do that right away. We can have a position and we can wrap this inside a center so we can have that hello inside. Like in the center, we can change the top as animation.value. We can change the right as animation.value. And let's see how it works. Let's reload the app. So it's just animating from there. Like just give the main axis alignment to this. Let's say alignment dot center, and it is in the center now. Now let's do one more thing. Let's wrap this inside a safe area so we can able to see that here. Just go animating from here to here. Now, so as you can see, it's just getting animated. Let's do it for the 5 seconds. So the animation will be faster. Let's do it for 2 seconds. It will be more faster than earlier. Now if I can say instead of 20, okay, if I can have 100 and the animation only for the 1 second, more faster than the earlier. So here you can see the hello is animating over on the screen. So like hello, you can just further animate the other widgets as well. Let me just try to add a container here. If I can have a container and let's say it has a child, let's add something which is having color. Let's say colors.trade. Let's add decoration. Let's say box decoration. And we can just have a border radius. We can just have border radius as circular of 10. Reload it once again. Now here we go with the something. Let's add a little padding and let's say 10. Now we are animating our container, and as we know, as we are using the queen animation, we can animate the border of this, or we can animate the size of the container as well. Let's say we can animate the height as well, but instead let's say animation.value. Now the width of this container will also get animated. So here you can see the width of this container is getting animated. Also the something is also getting animated. So that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button and do subscribe.